And there were a couple lines when they were talking about sex, caveman style at the beginning. That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But it's PG-13. When I had to watch because there were no boobies.
No, there were no.
Olivia
I'm sorry.
Let me make this clear. I'm not talking about what's her name, Juno Temple.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how young she was in this movie. She's like
so
17.
Young. So fresh and young. So young.
I said the same thing, but it sounded dirty when I sent it.
That's because you're a perv.
Well, I didn't mean it that way. And then I'm like, oh, I have a big crush on her. Not in this movie. She's 17 years old. I'm talking about having a crush on her in Ted Lasso.
Everybody has a crush on her in Ted Lasso.
Lights, camera, and action. Welcome to the I Remember Liking That Movie podcast. Remember those childhood movies you loved? We're going to watch them again and find out if they're still as amazing as you remember. Let's get ready to join Anna and Jimmy as they go back and watch those movies you remember being oh so awesomely good. Horror movies that scared. Comedy movies that dared.
Damn!
And action movies so preposterously ludicrous that they defied the laws of common sense. Now, here's your hosts, Anna Santos and Jimmy Coates.
Welcome to the I Remember Liking That Movie podcast. Today we are going over year one with Jack Black, who I
don't think
love.
I've ever.
Michael Cera, who I also like. Oliver Platt, David Cross, Hank Azaria, Vinnie Jones. Who else in this? Horatio Sands, Harold Ramis. Someone else is in this too. Olivia Wilde.
Oliver Platt.
Who's
Juno Temple's in it?
Yeah, Paul Rudd is in it. Although I don't think he's...
I do love Paul Rudd.
I love Paul Rudd. Actually, I like all these people. It's directed by Harold Ramis. Now, I picked this movie because I don't remember liking this movie. I remember not liking this movie or being like, eh. But I also felt that way about Grandma's Boy. When I first saw Grandma's Boy, I'm like, this movie sucked. Then someone made me rewatch it, or someone was rewatch it, and I couldn't stop fucking laughing. So it was definitely my mood when I watched it. Because I love Grandma's Boy. It's so dumb. But it's so funny. And year one, I'm thinking, but I have a lot of movie things that are in my algorithm.
Yeah.
And two movies, which is my next pick, but year one, a bunch of scenes keep popping up in my algorithm. And I watching them going, that's fucking funny. So I want to give this movie a second chance. Because it is 2009. And I love Harold Ramis. He's done some amazing movies. Some of my all-time favorite, like Ghostbusters. No, he didn't do Ghostbusters. Did he do Ghostbusters? Yes, he did do Ghostbusters. And he did Stripes. And he did, let me just double check.
Groundhog Day.
I fucking love.
Baby Boom.
And he did Caddyshack and Vacation and Club Paradise. And yeah, he did do Baby Boom. I don't know if I'd like Baby Dazzled. Yeah, Bedazzled was all right. Analyze that and The Ice Harvest. And he did 4 episodes of The Office, apparently.
Look at that.
And I love Jack Black. I don't love all his movies, but I do like Jack Black. And Michael Cera is pretty funny. I love all the people in this movie that I mentioned. So I wanted to get a second chance. And you said you don't think you've seen this movie.
I've never seen this movie. When you said year one, I was like, I don't think I've seen that. But it sounds familiar. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh yeah, no, I've definitely not seen this.
Okay, so we have someone that remembers not liking it and someone who hasn't seen it. So this has got
someone
to be
who
good.
made the very conscious choice to not watch it.
To not even watch it.
To not, like, specifically. I was like, nothing about that interests me.
With a stacked cast, still didn't want to go watch this movie.
Still didn't want to watch it. I was like, nah.
So this could be very well a movie I remember not liking and not liking for a reason.
This could be a movie where I reaffirm that I have good instincts and I don't like it. Or it could be that we're both completely wrong, and this may be the greatest movie ever made.
Yeah, it could be. I'm already thinking not.
Yeah, I'm already thinking not to, but anything's possible.
Well, let's look
The
at the
world is
back
our oyster.
of the VHS copy. After Neanderthal hunter Zed, Jack Black is exiled for eating forbidden fruit. He and his sardonic buddy, Michael Cera, leave their village and begin an epic journey through history. The pals encounter biblical characters such as Cain and Abel and others and wind up in Sodom. Along the way, Zed debunks commonly held beliefs and replaces them with his own delusions of grandeur. So that's the premise of our movie. So Stone Age meets biblical era.
Yes.
Sounds funny.
Does it though? Does it? Because all I see is all the ways that this is going to go horribly wrong.
So what do we think a 2009 budget with that many actors Harold Ramis comedy would be?
Oh God, it's probably something like 60 million.
Oh, fuck it. It's 75. Okay. Year one budget between 60 and 75 million. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Does not surprise me.
Holy fuck. That's a lot, dude. I hope I don't remember it being, I remember it looking okay, but not like.
Not 65 million to 75 million. Okay.
No, because even today, that's a lot of money for a comedy. Like that's.
It is. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money for
Like
a
a
drama
lot.
or a low tone thriller. Okay, well, do we think it made money?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it might have broken even.
So even on
maybe.
60 million, it made 62.3. So it made 43 domestically and 19 internationally. All right, so
that
let's.
feels right.
Okay, so it was released June 19th. Great, summer's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And it opened at number 4.
Oof.
But it opened up with 19.6 million.
Okay, that's a pretty good opening weekend. But then I feel like that's the ultimate kind of slap in the face because when they open with a pretty good weekend.
Yeah.
And then it goes down from there.
Yeah. Okay, so opened on the weekend of June 19th. Another movie opened the same day, and it opened at number 1, The Proposal, with Ryan Reynolds and
the fantastic movie.
What's her name there? She's pretty popular.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock.
Betty White was in it too.
It opened at 33.6 million. Yeah, Betty White was actually funny in that movie. Actually, she's funny in every movie. The Hangover was in its third week at 26. Jesus Christ. Its third weekend at 26 million. That movie must have made, I know it made a lot, but it was already at 152 million in its third week. Up. Oh, it's a sad movie. That's a good movie. Pixar's Up. One of the saddest openings of a movie ever. I'm like, why the fuck would you kill off his wife and show me that in cartoon style? It was in its fourth week, year one, in its first week. The Taking of Pelham 123, the remake, was in its second week. That was a good movie, actually. Night at the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian, was number 6 in its 5th week. Star Trek, the reboot, Chris Pine, was in its 7th week at number 7. Land of the Lost, which I remember liking. I
remember liking it too.
It didn't do very well with what's his name there, but I remember really liking it, and didn't do very well, but I remember it being very funny. Was in its 3rd week. Imagine That was in its 2nd week, and Terminator Salvation was in its 5th week.
Okay.
For all the shit Terminator Salvation got, I like Terminator Salvation. I thought it was a fun movie. It's not a great movie, but it was a fun movie.
I don't remember which one was Salvation.
That was the one with Christian Bale. Played and they brought Arnold Schwarzenegger back as a CGI.
Oh,
Christian Bale
yeah.
and that other actor was in it.
Oh, I like that one. Sam Worthington. Yeah.
Directed by MCG.
McG.
McG?
McG. That's his name. McG.
That was not your given name, dude.
Is he still alive?
McG?
Yeah, I haven't heard of him in like forever.
Yeah, he made a bunch of movies around this time, like a ton of them, and then
super
stopped.
popular, and then he just disappeared. Oh, apparently he's got a movie coming up soon, Way of the Warrior Kid.
Oh, there you go. That
Huh.
sounds great.
I always assumed he was British, but apparently he's from Kalamazoo, Michigan. The fuck?
Mick G. But yeah, no, I like the
Anyways.
Terminator Salvation. Definitely not my favorite Terminator movie, obviously, but
Well,
I thought it
no.
was fun. So, anyways, it opened at number 4. Year one, the next weekend dropped to number 6. Then it dropped to number 9, and then it was out of the top 10 in 3 weekends, 3 weeks. Yeah, and then it dropped to 13.22, and then it was gone out of theaters by its 9th weekend.
Yeah.
That was its last weekend in theaters.
Valid.
Yeah. Again, not looking good for Jimmy.
No, not looking good for Jimmy.
Right. Let's take a look. I love the poster. If you can bring up the poster, it's a simple poster. It just have Jack Black and Michael Cera in their Neanderthal garbs, year one.
It is a good poster.
Yeah, and they look just bewildered. It's just
and Michael
dumb.
Cera's headpiece or hairpiece in this
looks great.
It's tragic. Jack Black's hair looks amazing.
Yeah, his hair, it looks like Jack Black's hair.
Michael Cera, that's some tragic hair. That's whoever put that wig on him. Bad people's.
Here are the taglines for year one. This June, evolution begins.
Not bad. Not bad.
And then the only other one is meet your ancestors. The two dummies. They probably would be my ancestors.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Scratching my ass and...
Interesting. That's what I'm going to say about that. Interesting.
All right. I don't think the critics liked it. I'm just going to say that.
I don't think so.
I didn't like
it.
I didn't like it. So I can't see the fucking critics.
I like how you're like, there was a movie I remember not liking, but then I watched it again and I really liked it. So I think we should do this with everything else.
Well, it was just, there is these scenes that keep popping up on my algorithm of year one, and they're funny. And I'm like, maybe I was wrong about this movie.
Yeah, but having one funny moment or five funny moments in a like hour and a half, 2 hour movie. Let's see, how long is this movie?
Fuck me, 171.
Yeah, an hour and 37 minutes.
171 critic reviews comes in at 14%.
Jiminy Crickets.
Holy shit.
This is terrible, sir.
250,000 users. Popcorn meter comes in at 24%.
Oh my God.
So no one liked it.
Jimmy!
Come on.
Why do you do this? Why? Like, I know I pick movies that I know you're going to hate, but they're still good movies.
I don't know why I pick movies I'm going to hate. I'm picking them.
This is fantastic.
Jesus
All right,
Christ.
let's go.
All right, I got to look for a good one here. I'll start. Hold on. Bad.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at.
I'll wait here.
Bad. Good. Simon Mirando from Quick Flicks gives it 3 out of 5. Not a great review, but not a horrible review. In the beginning, there was light, which was closely followed by the fart joke. That's all he gives.
I mean,
thanks, Simon.
Valid. Brian Eggert from Deep Focus Review. A dreary, groan-inducing comedy that fails to be funny or entertaining under even the most lenient terms. 1.5 out of 4.
Kevin Maher from the Times, UK, I had to scroll down a lot to get to this, says, all hail Michael Cera, worker of the unprecedented movie miracle. The 21-year-old Canadian comic takes a weak concept and some weaker material and, wherever possible, adds some much-needed flashes of comedic genius. 3 out of 5.
Mike Massey from Gone with the Twins says, it may go slightly beyond the blueprints for a formulaic parody movie, but it has all the same symptoms. 5 out of 10.
Nigel Andrews from Financial Times says, a good-hearted, sometimes funny spoof of early human history. Sometimes. My good reviews aren't good.
I know. Nikki Bond from Roll Credits. Year one buckles at the first bad gag, and it's downhill from there. 1 out of 5.
This is the third time I'm loading more to get to a good review. Year one is quite a mixed bag of nuts, which could repulse some viewers, but if you can suppress your gag reflex, it ascends its hyperventilating levels of hilarity. Stephen Blodeski, Cinefantastique.
That's fantastic. Michael Compton from Bowling Green Daily News. Unfortunately, all the talent doesn't translate on the screen. Sure, there are a few mildly amusing moments, mostly courtesy of Cera, but for the most part, year one was one big dud, and he scored it a D.
This will be my last one, I think, because I have no more. Year one is an enjoyable knockabout comedy, but as a satire on human folly, it's a disappointment. Ramis could have gone much further, underlining the parallels between ancient and modern religious wars. God, the 3 out of 5. Jake Wilson, The Age. Jesus.
And here's my last one. Deborah Ross from The Spectator. And I'd like to point out, I didn't have to load any additional
No,
reviews.
you got lots to choose from.
Right there. So Deborah Ross from The Spectator says, all in all, this is a sloppy, unoriginal, brain-dead mess that can't even be bothered to get itself out of trouble.
Wow. IMDb has 108,000 user ratings, coming in at 5.
I mean, higher than 14 and 24.
That's
so
true. Yeah.
And this is purely like people who watched it. So yeah, maybe it won't. I can't even.
The premise is fine. This has like a history of the world vibe to it, which I should have picked that. I should have picked that movie. Or Caveman with Ringo Starr. Have you seen that movie?
No, I don't think I have.
Dennis Quaid and Ringo Starr. Caveman actually takes place back in the caveman times. It's a comedy, goofy movie. Should have picked that one. No, I pick year one. Yeah. All right. I will find a 10. Is there a 10? That'd be funny if there's no 10.
Oh, no, there's a 10.
Yeah, there's people that 108,000. There's got to be 110. There are 33 people who gave it a 10. All right. Majoska Baska, one of my favorite Jack Black movies, 10 out of 10. Now, I like a lot of Jack Black movies, so be one of your favorite. It's not supposed to be a masterpiece. Yeah, okay, 10 out of 10.
I like that. It's not supposed to be a masterpiece. A greatly misunderstood and underrated comedy gem. 9 out of 10 from Christy Starkey.
There we go. Now it's looking better. It's not. Oh. The vast majority. The majority is dead wrong. 8 out of 10. Jamazzo. Most people hate this movie, but they're wrong.
Enjoyable stupidity. Drackish 7 out of 10.
Yeah, Drackish 7. They're okay. He actually, I don't know if we agreed with all, but we've heard a lot of his. Drackish 7, so maybe. I'm just reaching for straws at this point.
Yeah, and reach away, my friends.
Oh, come on. This is Mel Brooks inspired. 6 out of 10. Intellects.
There's not very many horribly bad moments, but at the same time, there's very few funny moments. And that is from Tom Nell at 5 out of 10.
I'm trying to find something here that's a very unsatisfactory biblical spoof which wears out long before it's over. 4 out of 10. Beta Gallinger. Sorry.
Unfunny on the whole, but it does look good. The Little Songbird, 3 out of 10.
Hey, this isn't mine, but it's Jack Black is the same character he always plays. This one, yeah, it's as bad as people say. See Unikin, 2 out of 10.
I like this one. Year one is painfully awful. I'm not kidding. This movie physically hurts. Smells like cheese, 1 out of 10.
There's way more 1 reviews than there were 10s and 9s and 8s.
Yeah. There's a lot.
There's a lot of 1s in this one. Holy shit. Worst movie ever. Worst film of the decade. hopeless.
A worthless piece of skit. Could this be one of the worst comedies of all time? Why, yes. Yes, it can. Please don't see this movie.
Damn you, YouTube, you algorithm. Tricking me into wanting to see a movie I already didn't like.
One of the reviews is just titled Why.
Yeah. Man. All right. We looked at the reviews. We
excited.
looked at the poster. We looked at the taglines. Did we forgetting anything? Budget, box office.
We've done budget.
Everything so far is disappointing. It's just.
I'm excited.
All right. Well, maybe the trailer. That's what one of the guys said. Everything funny's in the trailer. But, okay. So, I almost want to change my mind. Come too far.
Nope, it's happening.
Yeah, here we go. Got one. All right. Sharing is caring. I am not doing well this season. I started out with a masterpiece in Trading
Yes.
Places, Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
And
That
I'm
was
like, yes,
fantastic.
Jamie's on a roll. Then that was it.
And then that was it.
And
That was
nothing.
your bright moment.
Yeah, that was it.
And then it died.
So let's watch this trailer.
This summer, Columbia Pictures will take you back, way back, to the year one.
Hi, Ema. Hi, Ema. Yeah, she doesn't even know I exist. There's like 60 people in the village. I mean, you really have to go out of your way to not know that somebody exists.
Drag her back to your hut.
What if she struggles?
Give her a little tap on the head.
Ow!
Women respond to that.
That's the tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
It's got sort of a knowledgey taste.
Yeah, does it have a sort of forbidden taste? Because that's what it is.
You're cursed, man.
You better get out of here.
I'm going. I'm gonna start a new tribe. It's gonna be 10 times better. It's gonna be called Muscle Tribe of Danger and Excellence. So who's with me?
Oh, a shooting star. That's the best.
We're good. Fine. Bye. You coming?
Yeah.
This is a great opportunity for us.
My brother, Kane. I'm called Abel.
You're called Suck.
Boys, we're brothers.
Yeah, that's how we do it. That's how we do it.
It's Ema.
Now I just have to figure out a way to rescue her.
These guys are killers.
We have an incredible destiny.
I want you to enter the Holy of Holies.
That is quite a coincidence, because I want you to sit on the Poly of Polies.
Sit tight, Mama. Daddy's got to fight. I never got a sword. I only got the holder. I didn't know that that's what it was for.
The prisoners shall be stoned today!
Right. Let us choose who gets to stone us. That guy.
This is a kid.
So, you got something against kids? This guy hates kids.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
That kid's got an arm.
Oh, God, there's two of us.
Year one.
I need to go be a slave now.
We should do something. When do you get off?
Never.
Oh, yeah, of course. All right, I'm going to strike a pose, I guess.
All right.
I'm concerned that it's going to be like individual jokes might be funny,
Mm-hmm.
but that they do not string them together to make a funny movie.
Yeah, well, there's I think there's obviously a reason I didn't like it. I'm hoping those individual jokes
Yeah.
pull a lot of weight. Oh, God.
It'll be fine. It'll be good. It'll be great.
You know, I have a list of movies, like we have lists of movies that we're going through
Yes.
in advance, and I pulled movies aside. And there's another movie that the next episode of my pick, there's another movie that falls into the same fucking category as this one because I saw an algorithm. And you know what? I'm going to stick with it.
I think you should. I think you definitely should.
I hope it's, oh God, it's nothing. Nothing has shown. Like, there were some funny parts in the trailer.
There were. I giggled a couple times. There was a laugh.
Yeah.
There was a light chuckle.
We're going to go watch Year One from 2009. And when we get back, we're going to review this.
You heard them. Movie time. Let's all go to the lobby and get ourselves a treat. And then watch a classic kick-ass movie from whenever the one we're about to watch was made.
All right. And welcome back. Did you watch 2009's Year One?
I did.
Yeah, me too. I will say this. This isn't the worst movie I picked out.
No, it's not the worst. It's not the worst. It's terrible, but it's not the worst.
No, of course I bought it because nothing's more fun than buying a movie and then not liking it.
You want to hear something funny? So I watched it last night, right? And we don't film this we don't record this podcast first thing in the morning. So there's a few
thank
hours
God.
of morning before we record. But I watched it last night and then I woke up this morning and I was like, okay, we're going to talk about Year One. I don't remember anything about it.
Oh, lucky you.
I had completely forgotten the entire movie and I was like, shit, did I fall asleep during the movie? I must have, because I can't remember jack shit except for the first maybe 5 minutes. I'm like, fuck. Okay, let me rewatch it this morning. So while I'm doing dishes, I have it playing on my phone and I have my headphones on so I don't miss any dialogue. Like I'm tapped in. And I was like, no, I did watch this entire movie last night. I was awake for it. My mind was trying to protect me by erasing it. Thank you. That was I swear to God, Jimmy, I didn't laugh until the last 10 minutes of this movie. And it felt like the longest setup for a joke in the history of comedy. And I didn't even laugh that hard.
No, I laughed a couple times. Well, they're more like, haha.
Yeah, it was more like,
the fall. Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a couple. This movie had everything going for it. It had a great cast.
Mm-hmm.
It had a great director. It had the writers. The two writers, other than Harold Ramis, did a lot of work on The Office.
Yeah.
Yeah. The budget. Holy shit.
Yeah.
The fuck the money go? They were pretty big set pieces. I will say that, but not.
The sets were impressive. I'm sure that was a lot of on location shooting. So especially when they were doing stuff like out in the desert, that's going to take a lot of expense to set up production tents, trucks, all of that kind of stuff. Not even even if they were just going to I don't know, in the middle of Nevada.
Yeah.
That would still cost a pretty penny.
Yeah. You could have done a movie like this. You could have easily just done it in a studio and you probably could have saved 20 or $30 million.
100%.
Came up with the same shitty result.
There were some characters that made me kind of giggle a little bit more. Kane was one of them.
I did like Kane. David Cross is very funny.
Yeah, and a lot of the lines that came out, I was like, fuck yeah.
When when he murdered his brother and then he's trying to explain that it was just an accident.
It was just an accident. And then it was like, oh no, I accidentally hit him again. Oh no, I accidentally
Why did I do it again?
What? So funny. Oliver Platt as the high priest.
Oliver Platt was very funny.
Because it's the delivery of the lines was amazing.
That big hairy chest that had to be oiled up.
Jesus.
Hey, golden boy, get over here. Oil me up with my hands.
Everything.
No, with your nutsack. Yes, your hands.
Everything he mumbled
was
like, by the time he got to the end of it, you're like, did he just? Oh, he did. Oh. Yeah. Then you giggle a little.
And it was, I don't know. I think in my review, it should have either stayed caveman and just went from there, or it should have been they were neighbors of Cain and Abel, and they get drawn into this murder thing, or they were slaves, and they went through this whole slave thing through. But it was so broad and didn't make sense. I liked it better than Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Well, it's pretty much on par for me.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
I did like Spaceballs a lot better than this movie.
Yeah. No, I agree on that.
Yeah.
Spaceballs I enjoyed more than this movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's
this
for sure.
was not.
And I didn't even really enjoy Spaceballs all that much.
And I should have just kept to watching the clips on my algorithm.
I was going to say, you got fooled. You got bamboozled.
And there were a couple lines when they were talking about sex, caveman style at the beginning. That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But it's PG-13 when I had to watch because there were no boobies.
No, there were no
Olivia
I'm sorry.
Let me make this clear. I'm not talking about, what's her name, Juno Temple?
Yeah.
I didn't realize how young she was in this movie.
She's
like
so
17.
Young. But it was so funny because when I was watching it, I was like, okay, she seems so familiar.
Yeah.
It didn't click for me. And then I was like, oh, she must be British because you can hear it in the way she speaks. That's an overcorrection American accent. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like, who? And then I pulled up the cast and I was like, oh, that's Juno Temple?
Yes, Juno Temple.
She's so fresh and young. So young.
I said the same thing, but it sounded dirty when I sent it.
That's because you're a perv.
Well, I didn't mean it that way. And then I'm like, oh, I have a big crush on her. Oh, not in this movie. She's 17 years old. I'm talking about having a crush on her in Ted Lasso.
Everybody has a crush on her in Ted Lasso.
Not year one. Let me be
no,
not year one. But Hank Azaria was kind of funny. Like they had something here.
It had moments.
Michael Cera was funny, just in his delivery. Not all the time he wasn't funny, but he did make some funny.
Here's what I will say, and I can't believe I'm about to say this. I feel really bad. I think Jack Black was the mistake in this movie.
Yeah, he had enthusiasm, but he seemed too perfect for the role.
It seemed out of sync with the rest of the movie.
Yeah, it's like Michael Cera is not a caveman.
Yeah,
it's
that's
silly, but that's what made it funny.
That's what made it funny.
It's not a high priest story, but that's what made it funny. David Cross is not a biblical figure, you know what I mean? And that's it.
Yes,
Jack Black seems exactly what he was supposed to be in this movie. And
he's Jack Black, but in a caveman costume. But he's just Jack Black. But it was something because there was no chemistry between Jack Black and Michael Cera. I'm like, these guys are supposed to be besties. And it seems like they're acting on different movies.
Yeah.
Like there's a very clear divide. And there were some times where I was like, Michael Cera would say something and I'd be like, I should have laughed at that. On paper, that's funny.
Yeah.
But because of how it came across on screen, I was like, this is not funny.
Yeah, two very different actors. Because Jack Black is being Jack Black in this movie. He's very Jack Blacky.
This is very on stage comedy Jack Black.
Yeah.
Not I'm playing a character Jack, because I like Jack Black. I actually really like him.
Yeah, I do too. I don't like all his movies, but
no, I don't like all of his movies, but I like his performance. I like Tenacious D. He's fantastic in The Holiday.
Orange County.
Yeah, he's
The Holiday.
Oh,
my youngest was like, is that
next
Steve
year?
from Minecraft? From the Minecraft movie. She walked by.
Oh.
She's like, is that Steve from Minecraft? And I'm like, yeah, that is him. What's he doing in here? And I'm like, sucking. That's what he's doing in here.
And I feel bad. I think if he had a less talented cast in this movie, it would have worked better.
Yeah.
But Michael Cera has incredible comedic timing. It's a natural comedic timing.
When Juno Temple's got her hand going up and down the pole, that's a little subtle. And then she's doing two at the same time, looking back and forth. Well, now she's not even hiding it.
Now she's just asking for a splinter.
She's just asking.
Yeah. I giggled because I was like, splinter. But that's because it was very incongruous. And so it takes away a lot of what should be funny. And when you're like, I understand why everybody signed up for this movie.
Yeah.
I think if you read the script, it would be funny. It's a funny read.
Yeah.
I think in the translating it to screen with casting choices and some direction choices, some of the funny left. And that made me a little sad. And it ends up feeling like the first, because how long is this movie? An hour and 30 odd minutes?
Yeah.
It makes it feel like the first hour and 20 minutes was the setup for the last 10 minutes. And I'm like, that's entirely too long to set up a joke. I think the last 10 minutes were funny because of everything that came before. Like, it's a lot of like the punchlines of all the jokes that were set up. But I was like, where the fuck was this like 40 minutes ago?
Yeah. Yeah, and Michael
it
Cera,
made me sad.
you have the like if you had what's the fat kid in Superbad with Michael Cera?
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. If
He's
you
not
had
fat anymore.
Nah, he looks weird. Looks like some sort of New York painter dude, like from the 70s.
Isn't he
or
from
something.
originally from New York?
I think so.
I feel like he is.
But if you had him in this as a caveman, being just like a little like a different character, but someone that can play off Michael
it would have been
Cera
a little
bit better.
different. Yeah. But
'Cause,
I think it would have been because I think his energy would match Michael Cera's a little bit better, but he
'cause
still
Jack
would have
Black is
been
huge energy.
too much. Yeah. Jack Black is too much.
Yeah.
For Michael Cera, but Michael Cera I think hits his character perfectly.
Like a Napoleon Dynamite character as Michael Cera's character might have been better off with Jack Black. Yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah.
Combo.
It's just they don't mesh.
And
that takes a lot of the laughs out.
Like Michael Cera did have some great lines. Like when Jack Black is like, those look like deep cuts when the cougar attacks him.
Yeah, you should put some maggots on them.
Yeah. They look deep because they are deep.
Yeah. Michael Cera has some really great but you don't when they hit, you're like, I should be laughing, but I'm not.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for Michael Cera for that because I'm like,
I did laugh when he was hung upside down and had to pee. I did laugh at that.
When that happened,
funny.
Do you know what I thought? I was like, ew, super gross. I bet Jimmy's laughing at this.
Yeah, I was. I'm like,
I knew it.
It's getting it in his nose. And he's like, close your mouth.
Close your mouth. Oh, it's in the nose. And I was like, oh, fuck. But I mean, it's not terrible.
Oh, it's not terrible. And that's in my review. It's not like the worst thing I've watched this year. I've watched worse.
I was like, maybe, yeah, we have watched worse.
All my picks.
Depending on people who have like what kind of humor you have, how much of a fan of Jack Black you are, like how much of a fan you are of most of the people in this, you probably love this. It's probably very nostalgic for you. It's very like warm and fuzzy. I was like, maybe this is just not my humor. But then I started laughing in the last 10 minutes. I said, maybe it is my humor. And I was like, what? And then I was very concerned about why I had completely forgotten everything that happened in this movie until I watched it the second time. My brain was trying to protect me. And I foiled
You watched it twice?
I watched it twice because I thought I had fallen asleep because I was drawing a blank because I was trying to not formulate my thoughts, but I was trying to like organize my thoughts for this. And I was like, okay, what were my highlights? What were my lowlights? Like, what's my general consensus? And I couldn't remember jack shit about this movie. And then I was like, how did it end? And I couldn't remember to save my fucking life. I was like, I have no idea how this movie ends. I was like, shit, I must have fallen asleep. This is what I literally thought I must have fallen asleep because it was the second movie I had watched last night. It was, I think I was up until like 1:30. I was like, I must have fallen asleep. I must have. And then when I rewatched it, I was like, all of this is very familiar. I have seen all of this before. Oh, I didn't fall asleep. My brain just chose to forget it. And I think that is probably the most telling thing about this movie. I watched it and then immediately forgot about it.
Yeah. See, I have the it comes with the theatrical version and unrated edition. I watched the unrated edition. I don't know if that made it any funnier. Bad was the theatrical version.
I was gonna say.
But yeah. No, it had a couple funny things in it.
There was
David,
some
like you
stuff.
said, David Cross was funny.
Yeah.
Oliver Platt was funny. Olivia
Vinnie
Wilde
Jones.
looked pretty. Vinnie Jones.
Vinnie Jones is, I just find that man hilarious
Yeah,
most of the time.
Yeah,
Because he's so stern and so serious.
yeah, he's scary looking.
Yeah. He looks like he'll beat you up.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
for
that's beautiful,
anything.
man. But apparently he's like the nicest guy in the world.
They usually are. Yeah, people that
Yeah,
look like really angry or monstrous, they're usually pretty nice. Not all of them. Don't be careful out there.
Don't just go around and like hug people.
Yeah, assume that these big gangster or motorbike dudes are just big teddy bears. Some of them aren't.
But I mean, he's very, very nice. And like, he has the most incredible love story with his like wife, who I believe has passed away.
Oh.
Like, they were like neighbors. And like, they were 12 and then they've been together. And he was like, no, I got a wife. I'm good. And he was never jaded about shit. And like, I've heard a lot of really good things about him, which makes me happy. I'm trying to think. I've heard mixed things about David Cross.
Yeah, he is funny though. I remember him going on a rant because his wife made him to go get organic fruit for his kids, and it was a banana. And he's like, a banana? An organic fucking banana? Seriously?
It's funny though, because a lot of doctors are like, organic bananas are useless.
That's what he's saying. Like, it comes in a
thick peel.
Yeah.
So it's not even like it can like permeate. He's like, it makes no sense.
No.
I've seen doctors say that. But anyways.
But Harold Ramis, who did like Ghostbusters and Groundhog
He's a funny
Day
man.
and Stripes and like, yeah. Well, they all can't be winners.
I mean, valid, but still, it's a frustrating kind of moment.
Yeah. And what's her name was cute in this, and she was kind of funny. Her husband was in this too. The main the one Jack Black's
Jean Diane Raphael.
Yeah. Her husband is actually the guy who was stepping in the mud with Michael Cera.
Oh, really?
Who wasn't there as a slave. He was a volunteer.
He was a volunteer. You seem to really, it's good that you're enthusiastic. So how long do you have to be here? Oh, no, I'm a volunteer.
Oh, I'm a volunteer.
It's just happily.
Mud's good for the skin.
Ask me why my skin's so good. Why is your skin so good? The mud. Immediately, the mud's so good for your skin. I was like, fucking A.
Who was the shaman at the village?
The shaman was Bill Hader.
It was okay. Yeah, there we go.
His voice sounded so familiar.
Yeah.
And I was like, it took me a hot second. And I was like, oh, it's that guy.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go through this disaster. It's got a bit of a plot. The plot is stupid.
The plot, okay. And also for timelines. I was like, oh, cave people, hunter-gatherers, cool. And then I was like, all of a sudden we're in Sodom and Gomorrah. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Villages, towns on the same continent? What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, they should have stayed in Stone Age. And like, cause the knowledge tree, I'm like, oh, but then it was nothing really. He said that's why he's here, because he has the knowledge and stuff, but they didn't really use it. They should have actually made him fucking smart and people bewildered at some of the shit he was saying. There's a lot you could have done.
Much. Yeah, there's a lot we could have done to fix this up, but I mean, it happened.
It did. Oh, let's go back. Okay, Zed is a disillusioned hunter in a primitive Stone Age tribe who yearns for a purpose when the tribe learn he has eaten from the tree of knowledge. Hunter Marlock and the shaman banish him. Oh, and a timid gatherer. I'm trying to work it in my head as a sentence. That's his name. O. Zed and O. But that part was actually funny. The beginning where okay, he's a gatherer, he's a hunter. Like when he says, we got him.
I love that. Oh, you're not looking to be gathered. You need to be eaten.
And he's like, he's the only man gathered.
Yes.
And he's like, it's really hard gathering. It's not the easiest job. You have to pick the right strawberry, make sure there's no poop on it.
Yeah. It's a lot. is a lot.
A timid gatherer, reluctantly joins Zed on a journey to discover what the world has to offer after Zed accidentally burns down the village. The duo encounter Cain and Abel in the Copper Age. Cain kills Abel with a boulder in an act of rage and tells Zed and O that they must escape with him or else they will be accused of killing Abel.
Yes, and during that time, that was another thing. I was like, wait, so we're going from hunter-gatherers to farmers at the same time? I was like, this is not making a lot of sense, but okay. And then Cain and Abel, I was like, oh, we're doing biblical stories-ish. I was like, also kind of weird. But that's where we also meet Cain and Abel's sister, Eve.
Yeah, that was kind of funny where he's allowed to lay with her because that's their way.
And they're supposed to go forth and multiply. So, but she's like, no, I like girls. I don't understand that. I like to have sex with girls. I don't get it. All the blood has rushed.
And poor Michael Cera's O is stuck with that weird kid.
Oh, no, Lilith. My bad. The sister was Lilith.
Zed and O find out their love interests, Maya and Emma, from their tribe, have been captured and sold into slavery. Trying to buy the girls' freedom, they end up being sold as slaves themselves, as Cain had been wanting to rid himself of the murderer's witnesses. Whilst in transport, the slave caravan containing O, Zed, Maya, Emma, and others from their tribe is attacked and overpowered by sodomites. Zed and O escape and hide in the desert, but lose track of the now sodomite-led slave caravan. Sorry. That was kind of funny. They're like, we're going to wait, but they sleep and they wake up and everything's gone.
Because they're like, they got, because Zed says they got to sleep sometime.
Yeah.
And then they went, oh, that was refreshing. And then everybody's gone. Also, why do they keep trusting Cain? You literally watched him like objectively murder his brother. And you're going to be like, oh, you're going to handle this? Great. Thank you.
I think O says this a couple times throughout. Like, yeah.
Because O is smart. He's a smart one.
Still resolved to free the slaves, and knowing the caravan's new destination, Zed and O pass by a mountain where they find Abraham about to kill his son Isaac. Zed stops them, telling Abraham that God sent him to do so. He takes them to his Hebrew village and tells them about the Bronze Age, cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. Zed and O head off for Sodom when Abraham plans to circumcise them. This was kind of funny, where they're like, okay, we've had a bit to drink. It sounds like a good idea, but if we wake up tomorrow,
take a little off the tip, just a little off the tip. And then O's like, but what if the tip is your favorite part?
Yeah, and Zed is like, that's your only part. Yeah, see, this reads like it reads better than it actually plays out on.
Yes.
Film.
And I'm like, because that was why I was so frustrated with this movie. Because I'm like, that should be funny.
Yeah.
Like on paper, this is funny. Why am I not laughing?
Yeah, you should have had the cast of Broken Lizard, like Super Troopers and Club Dread,
oh my God,
do this movie. Play all the characters and stuff like that. Yeah.
That actually would have been a lot funnier.
As they arrive, they are captured. Cain, now a sodomite soldier, saves them from being sodomized, calling them his brothers. They remind Cain he sold them as slaves. He apologizes and offers them food, gives Zed and O a tour of the city, and gets them jobs as guards. Yeah, because Michael Cera doing like, oh, I didn't get a sword. Where are we supposed to get? Yeah, his comedic in this movie is actually pretty good, but it doesn't land because there's no one. He's not playing off.
Yeah, there was just it was missed chemistry.
Yeah, where if you got someone that could have played better with Jack Black, it would have been funnier. They just didn't work that great together.
It was just a mismatch.
Yeah. While patrolling the city, they see the Cenarian princess, Inanna? Whatever. Who gives it? She's very hot.
Super hot.
But that's Olivia Wilde? Yeah.
Yes.
Was that the one that cheated on Ted Lasso?
Yes.
Whore.
No, we're not calling people names for that.
For cheating?
No.
Ted Lasso is an awesome dude.
Ted Lasso is. Ted Lasso is
I don't know if the guy who
fantastic.
plays him is.
Jason Sudeikis, who knows? But
Yeah,
Ted Lasso, solid.
Solid.
I'm more of a Roy Kent kind of gal, so
Yeah, he's pretty solid too.
so solid.
Yeah, Olivia Wilde, I will say that she just has to sit there.
For real,
Done.
she's so smoking hot, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, in Tron. Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah,
Very pretty.
so pretty.
I'm like, sweet, I got the unrated edition. But
Still no
alas,
titties.
no Olivia Wilde titties. Thank you very
Still no
much.
titties.
While patrolling the city, they see who is fasting as she feels guilty that most of the city is starving. She knows Zed and has him invited to a party that night. Pulling him aside for a clandestine discussion. Yeah, this is where he gets invited to the orgy.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe it should have been rated R because you could have upped the comedy.
Yes. There were enough like sodomy jokes in it. There were a lot of sodomy jokes. And I'm like, I get it. You're in Sodom.
In Sodom, yeah.
Yeah. The jokes are going to perk up. Like, I get that. But still at the same time, I'm just like, there could have been more.
Oh, yeah.
Especially more physical comedy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is maybe what Mel Brooks should have been doing.
Maybe.
But it would have been the same as well.
Yeah, it would have been the same. Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted that PG movie. This is
Yeah.
what we got. Inside the palace, Zed sees Maya and Emma serving as slaves, but O is forced to follow the high priest around the palace while Zed meets the princess, who asks him to enter the Holy of Holies and tell her what it is like, believing Zed is the chosen one. Oliver Platt was funny. He was such a bitch, like a little.
It was fantastic to watch him because like half serious, half dramatic, and then like just the rant. Every time he spoke, the very end, he dropped something.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, great ship. Can I come? I've never been on a boat. You're just like, what? And he says
then
it like a 4-year-old.
Then he insults the king or something. He's like, what did you say? Nothing.
Yeah, no, we should do this now. Yes, it's so great. Like Oliver Platt killed it.
But when he has oil him up, and he's just talking about, it's so gross because he's talking about all the different things he wants.
Don't you want? It's something about his nipples, and I'm like, oh god, and like the face that Michael Cera has on him, as he's trying to just like with the very tippy tops of his fingers, just be like, oh yeah, no, that's fine. And then Oliver grabs his arm, like drags it down, and is like rubbing his hand all over. I was like, oh my god. And then Michael Cera's face. I think he's just mumbling stuff. That's you're like, oh boy, that's uncomfortable.
And then what's her name sees him, and he's like, "No, it's not what it looks like.
It's not. Look, I'm just rubbing oil on this guy's chest. I'm just rubbing oil on a man's chest. It's not what it looks like."
Inside the palace
should have made me laugh harder. I'm sorry.
It was, and it's funny talking about it. It wasn't as funny watching it.
No, and that pisses me off.
Inside the palace, Zed meets Maya and Emma serving as slaves, but of course, shows him one. Inside the temple, Zed encounters O, who is hiding from the high priest. They get into a heated argument and they're ratted on by an eavesdropper, Cain. Keeps screwing them over. Who then imprisons them for entering the temple. Sentenced to be stoned to death. Yeah, this is where he's hung upside down. O is hung upside down, and Zed is like, that looks like fun. Is that fun? I gotta pee.
I wish I was hanging upside down. And it's like, I gotta pee. I hate you. Do you still hate me? Yes, I hate you. I felt so bad because I'm like, I hate those friends who are like, you've got to forgive me. You've got to, like, just forgive me already. And I'm like, that makes me want to not forgive you anymore. Especially when they're on the platform to be stoned to death. And he's like, your hair looks really good. And O's like, I have pee in it.
Pee in it.
I peed in it. Well, it looks really good. Just leaves it. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Sentenced to be stoned to death, Zed convinces the sodomites to have mercy, so they are instead sentenced to hard labor until they die from work.
Okay, the whole bit about who
Gets to
trying to
stone them?
postpone the stoning, and then who gets to stone them, and then it's a kid, and then
Oh, that kid
Michael
has an
Cera's
arm.
like, oh yeah, oh that kid's got an arm, and
Michael
and,
Cera's
but-
like, there's two of us here because he's the only one the
Yeah.
kid's throwing the rocks
See,
at.
the line is funny.
Yeah,
Michael Cera's delivery of it is funny.
yeah.
It's not funny when you watch it. And now, if anybody listens to this podcast, they're going to be like, "What the fuck are they
sounds
talking
funny.
about?"
Yeah, it sounds hilarious.
Sounds like it should be funny. And then everybody's going to watch this, and then everybody's going to be like, "Oh my god, year one is doing so great streaming." I say this like thousands of people are going to listen to this. It can happen one day, not today,
Yeah.
but one day. Anyways, the point is, this entire scene, it felt very much like a failed yes and improv sketch. Like it was very like, well, what about this? Well, what about this? Well, what about this? And I'm like, just stop it. Just stop it.
All right. The king then announces that he will sacrifice his stepdaughter,
Mhm.
and two virgins, May and Ema, who are labeled by Cain as followers of the Chosen One, as a gift to the gods. The growing crowd already is at its breaking point from the famine, reacts negatively as Princess Yana is already very popular for her regular displays of solidarity with the people. Zed interrupts the ceremony and O instigates a riot with the exclamation, "The Chosen One comes." Abraham arrives with the Hebrews to help overthrow the king. O and Ema have sex inside the palace, meaning that Ema cannot be sacrificed. They help Zed subdue the other soldiers, who have already turned on and killed the king. Zed and O stop the high priest from sacrificing Maya. The crowd is ready to proclaim Zed as their leader, being the chosen one, but he decides that his love for O, Ema, and Maya outstripes his wish to be a savior persona. He lets Imana rule, the princess, and becomes an explorer with Maya. Yeah, they go to Egypt. O becomes a leader of his home village, and the two say goodbye and head their separate ways. And that's our movie.
Look, we can talk about the details of it, but we're going to keep saying the exact same thing. On paper, it's funny. Talking about it now, it's funny.
It's more, I laugh more talking about it than I did in the movie.
100%. 100%. And don't get me wrong. The last little bit of the movie, funny. I laughed. There were quite a few times where I laughed out loud. Not solid laughter, but there were quite a few out loud laughs. A few guffaws, if you will. But it's one of those things where I'm just like, this could have been better.
Oh, it could have been so
It could have been so much better. And I don't want to say it's because maybe, Harold Ramis was like, do your thing, Jack Black.
Yeah. Jack Black should have been a supporting character, one of the king of Sodom.
Honestly, he probably would have made either a really great king of Sodom or a good Cain.
Or a good Cain, yeah.
He would have been a great Cain. I think the problem is that a lot of, Jack Black's work is Jack Black as.
Jack Black, yeah.
Jack Black as, whoever. Except in The Holiday. He wasn't overly Jack Blacky. But that's what it is. And
Wasn't he the Rastafarian in I Know What You Did Last Summer too? I Still Know What You Did Last Summer? Wasn't he the guy with the...
Yeah. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, he had the Rastafarian hat and smoking the...
And
he had a Jamaican accent. Did he have a Jamaican accent?
Yes! Oh, God, it was fantastic. I just rewatched the newest I Know What You Did Last Summer last night.
Oh, isn't it good?
I love that movie. It was actually, it's so good. It's on Crave if you have Crave. And if you want something to watch, it's really good. But yeah, as far as I know, he's not showing up here. That's weird. Anywho, that's not the point. The point is Yeah, no, it's Jack Black as.
Yeah.
That's it. It's always Jack Black as, and we didn't need Jack Black as Zed in this. We needed just Zed. It's a little bit
Yeah.
of a douche nozzle.
Yeah.
Although I am going to watch Anaconda today.
That movie actually looks funny. Actually, he's having a great Anaconda looks funny. Like as Bowser in the Super Mario movies, he's great. I was actually surprised that I liked Minecraft, considering what it is. But yeah, but this wasn't one of his greatest. What's your score? What's your review?
Okay. So here are my thoughts about this. On paper, this is a very funny movie. The cast is a great cast. It's filled with very funny people, very talented people, people with incredible comedic timing. Like, in theory, this movie should work. I think it just has a chemistry mismatch, which trickles down through everything. It was very frustrating watching it and realizing that the entire movie is basically a setup for the end. Like the last 10 to 15 minutes of this movie are the punchline of this movie. And the first hour and 20 minutes, hour and 15 minutes is just the setup to that. I even found the scenes during the credits of the bloopers from the movie, I found those funnier.
Yeah.
But it's funny because because you watch the movie, you listen to it, and it just left me very perplexed through most of it because I'm like, I should be laughing. That's objectively a funny line. Why am I not laughing? And I think this does actually speak really clearly to having the right kind of casting. And a lot of people don't understand, just because you hire a bunch of funny people doesn't mean you're making a funny movie. And I think that's what happened here. Mind you, there are other logistical problems. Some of the dialogue is not the greatest. Some of the character development is nonsensical, but it's fine. It wasn't painful to watch.
No.
But it wasn't exactly a barrel of fun either. So I'm going to give this, for my frustration, this is a skip it. Yeah, I forgot this movie for a reason. I literally watched this entire movie, woke up the next morning, and my brain had wiped it from my memory and said, "You don't need to remember that.
Nothing here.
You don't need these memories. It's ridiculous." And then it was like, no, but I actually need these memories because I'm supposed to talk about them in a podcast. So I watched the movie again. I watched it twice. So this is a skip it for me. Just because unfortunately, this isn't necessarily a matter of taste. It's a matter of talent. Everybody's got it, but the bringing it all together, there's nothing you can do about the chemistry of this movie. Nothing. So anyways, I'm going to give it a 4. And I want everybody to skip it. You don't need to watch this. And even if you do, apparently your brain will wipe it from your memory.
Yeah.
What's your score?
What was your IMDb?
My IMDb was a 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. If you remember liking Year One, you might still like it, but you also might be over 40 and still be buying Happy Meals. And hey, no judgment. You do you, boo. This movie had everything going for it. The director, the writers, the cast, and my God, the budget. And yet, here we are. There are genuinely some funny moments. I giggled, I guffawed. I even let out a couple of laughs, but they are scattered like loose change in a couch. Nice when you find them, but not enough to pay for anything meaningful. There just aren't enough of them strung together to make this a consistently funny movie. The biggest problem, it tries to be too big and too broad. Zed and O should have just stayed in cave people land and found the funny there, or maybe they're neighbors of Cain and Abel who accidentally get pulled into some dumb murder crime mystery, or slaves who stumble into ridiculous, wacky adventures. Pick a lane and commit. Instead, every plot point feels like it exists just to set up one joke. Not a running gag, not a layered comedy, just one joke. Then move on. It's backwards. Good comedies build a solid, if not, even if it's a ridiculous story, and lets the joke serve it. This movie does the opposite. The story, characters, and set pieces all exist to serve individual punchlines. And yeah, maybe it works better. It would have worked better as a full-on spoof. Maybe we follow Zed and O through evolution and technological breakthroughs. Or maybe it should have been a harder, like a proper crude hard R comedy. Maybe it throws some nudity in there. Would it make it funnier? No. But would it help? Also no. But I wouldn't have complained about it. Look, it's not a terrible movie. I'm not overly mad I watched it and bought it. Actually, I'm kind of mad I bought it. But I am reminded why I didn't like it the first time. It's missing something. That one thing that would have made all the jokes land a solid story. Or a solid story and maybe not Jack Black, which is, I do like Jack Black, but maybe this wasn't for him. A solid story and a different main actor. Am I watching again? No, probably not. I'll stick to the occasional clip popping up on my algorithm and laugh in isolation like a normal person in 2026. I too say skip it. There's nothing here worth streaming, and there is definitely nothing worth here paying for. And my IMDb is actually a 4 out of 10. Meh, funny in spots, but with so much wasted talent and money, it lands firmly in the massive disappointment territory. That's when you said, I thought I heard you say 4. I'm like, yeah, I skip it and a 4 too. Exactly.
Like it wasn't painful to watch.
No.
It did have its moments, but the overall vibe of the movie is missing. And that's the part that makes it unrewatchable, because you're like, I never want to experience this again in my life.
No, there's nothing here to... Like I said, a couple of those scenes pop up on my Reels or my YouTube Shorts or something. Instagram. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll watch. Oh, yeah. And I
1 minute.
In like 8 years or something, I'd be like, oh, that was funny. I think I own this down. I could go watch that again.
Yeah, while you're waiting for something to load, it plays one of those random clips, and you're going to be like, I remember liking that movie. I should watch it again. I have it on DVD.
Why haven't I seen that? Why haven't I seen this in 8 years?
Why has it been so long since I've watched it? And then you watch it, and you're like, I remember now. Why? Because your brain is going to try and protect you and wipe the entire movie from your memory. No, but for reals, I woke up this morning, and I had no recollection of this movie at all. No idea how it ended. No idea. Like nothing.
I'm trying to remember how it ended. Oh yeah, they throw everyone gets killed and he gets thrown into the fire.
No idea.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. And then I rewatched it and I was like, oh, it's all coming back to me now. But I had to watch it a whole last second time. I was convinced I had fallen asleep during it. That was why I couldn't remember.
Yeah, McLovin's in it.
Yeah, like there are a lot of very, very talented comedic actors in this.
Yeah.
In theory, this should have worked.
Yeah, $60 million. You could have made 5 funny movies.
I think they went into production with the idea this is a Jack Black vehicle.
Yeah.
And they produced it as a Jack Black vehicle. And this film did not need Jack Black as... I think it would have done better if he had played the king, or if he had played, I don't know,
anything.
Maybe
like it's just a supporting role and be Jack Black. For that little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it was the wrong role for him. This was not the movie for him to anchor.
All right, thanks for coming back to 2009's year one. We apologize. I apologize.
As you should, my friend.
Again. Oh God! So we have 2 skip its and 2 4s out of 10.
I think this is the first time we've been totally in sync.
Yeah, this is totally in sync.
Yeah.
I think it's happened a couple times in the past, but yeah, it's rare that's
for the ratings for like skip it, stream it, whatever. We've definitely been in sync for that.
Yeah,
but our numbers are usually similar,
a little,
but a little
ballpark,
different.
But a little different. Yeah. This is across the board. All right. Until the next movie we remember liking.
Congratulations. You just had one of your childhood movie memories vindicated. Or they just eviscerated it. I don't know. This is a generic one-size-fits-all type of ending to the podcast. So thank you for listening, and please join Anna and Jimmy next time for another episode of the I Remember Liking That Movie podcast. If you dare to go back and watch that movie you remember liking,